फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and welcome to Cricket Next. मैं हूं सौम्य कपूर and India have clinched the ODI series 2-1 after winning the third ODI against South Africa और bowlers ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिया। बाद में इसके बारे में बात करेंगे, टेस्ट सीरीज के बारे में बात करेंगे। Well, I have with me Jamie Alter, Chetan Narola and Taus Sastry joining me in this live session. Welcome to Cricket Next, guys. Jamie, starting with you, how impressive has been that bowling performance, not just in the previous game, but also throughout the series, barring the second one.
Yeah, no, it's been very good because these were pretty much, I think Kuldeep could chhod ke, these are all fringe players. Arshdeep Singh, forget ODIs, Arshdeep Singh had not played a list A match for almost 13 months. That means for 13 months he's played 80% T20s and the other 20% he's played some county matches. So for a bowler who's not played, a list A match to come and take 10 wickets in 3 matches, that's outstanding. We've discussed in the last 6-7 months कि ये बंदा one day क्यों नहीं खेलता है. I hope he gets a chance because India desperately need a left arm pacer. Avesh Khan's last ODI was about 14 months ago. He comes back, he does well. So those to me are, again, I'll go back to the theme of this whole series, inconsequential क्योंकि ये लोग नहीं खेलेंगे अगले one day series. But at least these two bowlers have done something. Mukesh Kumar, I stay exactly where I was on Mukesh Kumar in the month of July. I don't see what value he brings. Akshay Patel, we discussed yesterday, conditions, like Chetan said, conditions have to be in his favor. Yesterday, conditions were perhaps not in his favor, but he and especially Washington Sundar playing his first match, they had a big role to say in that collapse, which was sparked by Arshdeep. So overall, for a B team, this was a very good performance because when the A team 2 years ago couldn't win a series, very, very good performance from the bowlers to clinch a very rare one-day series in South Africa.
Yeah. Chetan bhai, what are your thoughts? ठीक है, inconsequential है, okay, fine. इन players को शायद अभी मौका नहीं मिलेगा, but confidence की बात करें, अर्शदीप हुआ या आवेश हुआ, it's a good series for them. What do you have to say?
नहीं, जैसा मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि इट्स नॉट अ कम्प्लीटली इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल सीरीज. इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस के लिए आपका कॉन्सिक्वेंस है, एज एन कॉन्टेक्स्ट है. अगर संजू सैमसन रन बना रहे हैं या अर्शदीप विकेट ले रहे हैं, तो देयर इज अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ कॉन्सिक्वेंस ओवर देयर. देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट, क्योंकि आपके पास और कोई मौका नहीं है प्लेयर्स को ट्राई आउट करने का. या तो आप सिर्फ आईपीएल के बेसिस पे प्लेयर्स को पिक कर रहे हो, which rarely works out, क्योंकि 4 साल बाद अगर आपको वर्ल्ड कप खेलना है तो आपके पास कुछ बेसिस होना चाहिए. So India is not playing enough ODI cricket over the next few years. तो आपको जो मिल रहा है उस हिसाब से आपको इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंसेस जज कर सकते हो. नाउ over the next few years, I'm just giving अर्शदीप्स एग्जांपल कि आप ये चीज जरूर जज करोगे कि अर्शदीप, लोग अभी भी युजवेंद्र चहल की परफॉर्मेंस 2018 वाली लेके पकड़ के बैठे हुए हैं, तो अर्शदीप सिंह की तो अगले 2-3 साल आपको लेनी पड़ेगी परफॉर्मेंस. उसका एक रीजन है. मैंने कल बात किया था अक्षर पटेल के बारे में, कंडीशंस के बारे में. अगर आप अर्शदीप सिंह की बॉलिंग परफॉर्मेंसेस देखो ओवर द लास्ट 1.5 years when he's played for India or even when he's played in the IPL, whenever he's gotten conditions in his favor, he looks a different he looks a different bowler. Obviously, I think there is a little bit of issue in terms of discipline, in terms of what role exactly the team wants him to perform. अब मेरे पास सिर्फ T20 वर्ल्ड कप है इसको कंपेयर करने के लिए. T20 वर्ल्ड कप में he had a mixed mindset कि उनको 2 ओवर पहले भी कराने हैं और उनको 2 ओवर लास्ट के डेथ में भी कराने हैं. Somewhere he just got lost कि मेरा रोल क्या है, he was not playing to his strengths, he was not bowling to his strengths. शुरुआत में कुछ एक मैचेस में जहाँ पे कंडीशंस बिल्कुल स्विंग के लिए थे, तो we saw him moving the ball really well in Australia. फिर बीच में जब उन्होंने सब कॉन्टिनेंटल टाइप कंडीशंस में खेला थोड़ा बहुत, और वेस्ट इंडीज गए जहाँ पे कंडीशंस आर नॉट वेरी ग्रेट, वेरी सपोर्टिव फॉर हिज बॉलिंग, अच्छे से पिटाई हुई उनकी. लैक ऑफ डिसिप्लिन सामने आया. हम लोगों ने बात भी की कि ही स्टैग्नेटिंग अ बिट. Now here again he found कि initial overs में, especially in the last 3 matches, conditions were really conducive to his ball movement.
Yeah.
तो वो विकेट निकाल पाए. कल भी आप अगर देखो when the lights came on, वहां में तो डिजॉर्जी ने पेल दिया था पकड़ के.
Yeah.
He had 59 runs partnership. 59 runs in 8 overs की पार्टनरशिप थी. फिर उसके बाद डिजॉर्जी भी he was striking at almost 100.
Yeah.
लेकिन जब लाइट्स ऑन हुई तो वहां पे हल्का सा बॉल मूवमेंट शुरू हो गया where he got those 2 wickets. So the moment he got some help, he became a different bowler. I think Arshdeep needs to step up to that.
Yeah.
जो ग्रेट बॉलर्स होते हैं, आप एक टैलेंट लेकर आ रहे हो और एक लेकर आ रहे हो कि आप कंडीशंस कैसे यूज करते हैं. आप जसप्रीत बुमराह को देख लीजिए. He is somebody who has natural talent and ability, there's no doubt about it, but he also understands how to use conditions in his favor. So I think that is a great example of somebody Arshdeep can emulate. उनके path पे चल सकते हैं. So I think that's where Arshdeep's problem was, to understand the conditions better and bowl according to the conditions. I think that is the next step in his development.
Yeah. Taus bhai, what do you have to say about Arshdeep? क्या यही चीज है या कहीं ना कहीं वो lack of consistency, lack of control in the bowling आ जाता है? क्योंकि कभी कभी what I feel, he tries a lot to bowl those Yorkers and all and he fails. तो वहाँ वो कभी कभी runs दे जाते हैं. तो ये जो सीरीज है, should this be a learning session for him?
नहीं, he's been a lot from this series यार. बाकी आप बोलो छोड़ दीजिए. ये कल के मैच में अगर बताएंगे तो it's more of South Africa who threw away their wickets. I mean, they were mostly in control of the game, but regular throwing away of wickets saw them on the back foot. और एंड में वो 219 पे ऑल आउट होकर डिसमिस हो गए. But then credit to this guy Arshdeep यार. He's learning by the day. Every day he's coming up with good performance, and obviously these conditions will support him, and he will know. I mean, the advantage that he has, he's a left arm pacer and he's got that swing. The toe crusher that he bowled yesterday to one of the bowlers who got her leg before, superb था वो. Toe crusher बहुत अच्छा था. But then these guys like Mukesh Kumar, Avesh Khan, इनको सीखना है अभी. इनको बहुत सीखना है क्योंकि कल they were pretty ordinary. आप 3 ओवर के बाद बाहर कर दिया था अवेश खान को कैप्टन केएल राहुल ने. उनको बाहर कर दिया, फिर वापस लाए, फिर आगे 2 विकेट निकाले या जो भी है. फिर अर्शदीप सिंह was the only guy who impressed me in this series. पिछले मैच में 5, ये मैच में 4. Obviously he's learning and he must be a quick learner. इसलिए उनको विकेट्स मिल रहा है. Apart from that, the condition is supporting him. Also that South Africa wasn't looking really, they were dominating, especially that opening batsman, Tony DeZorzi. Probably he's a good batsman, but then उनको support करने के लिए कोई नहीं था. So these guys got an advantage. विकेट फेंकते गए वो लोग, मगर ये लाइन पे डालते गए. अच्छा था. अक्षर पटेल ऑब्वियसली दिस गाय, आई मीन कंडीशन नहीं मिलेगी जो जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं तो वो करेंगे नहीं, वो कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी नहीं करेंगे. अगेन मुकेश कुमार, आई डोंट नो, बार बार सवाल पूछता हूँ यार क्या हुआ मुकेश कुमार में एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी, वो एक्स फैक्टर क्या है? मैं अभी तक मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा, तलाश कर रहा हूँ मैं. वो एक्स फैक्टर है क्या कि वो टीम में अभी, और टेस्ट टीम में भी है बाय द वे. So I'm still trying to figure it out. What is the reason he's there in the team? What extra कहते हैं कि like मोहम्मद शमी की तरह पोटेंशियल है, बट शमी अपने फर्स्ट टेस्ट से ही आके अपना पोटेंशियल दिखा रहे थे. उनके पास स्पेस था, उनके पास वो सीम पोजीशन थी. I don't know what Mukesh Kumar offers right now. So I mean, see, there are issues. There are quite issues. Good that we won this series 2-1, but then these youngsters have to learn यार. बहुत टाइम लगेगा उनको सीखने को. अलग अलग कंडीशन. आज साउथ अफ्रीका खेलेंगे, उसके बाद अफगानिस्तान जाएंगे, फिर इंग्लैंड में तो चांस ही नहीं मिलने का. So I mean, different stages, different matches, but good. This series will definitely give confidence to this guy, Arshdeep Singh. बाकी तो I am not impressed.
Yeah, आज क्या
did well. Sorry, he was a better one.
Yeah, मुकेश का मैं आपको ये कहूँगा कि वो प्लेस होल्डर नहीं होता है कि आप किसी की सीट गरम रख रहे होते हो उनके लिए. So he is going to be bowling. He's a utility bowler. ठीक है, he is not going to bowl out oppositions. He is not going to win you series. Forget winning ICC tournaments. I don't even think he will go to ICC tournaments. If you're taking, no disrespect to him, but if it's about quality. If you're taking Mukesh Kumar to an ICC tournament, you're done, because I don't think he has that quality. Bowling at military medium, he doesn't move the ball enough. I don't see a lot in his bowling. But why is he playing? Because he had a good domestic season, and then he's just been building from there. Somebody in the selection committee likes him. There's something over there which I'm not able to keep a finger on. But at the same time,
we'll come to the test squad. We'll come to the test squad afterwards.
but at the same time, he's keeping the place warm for somebody for some series.
Yeah.
ठीक है, आपको बुमराह को नहीं खिलाना, शमी को नहीं खेल सकते, आपको सिराज को नहीं खिलाना, आपको प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा को नहीं खिलाना, जो भी है उनके आगे जितने भी बॉलर्स हैं वो अवेलेबल नहीं है या उनको आपको खिलाना नहीं है, तो मुकेश कुमार हैं आपके पास फॉल बैक. सो या इट्स मैंने जैसे भी पहले कहा है कि इट्स अ स्टूपिड टाइम इन इंडियन क्रिकेट. No explanation, no questions, no answers. I mean, there are so many. I mean, it just takes one press conference to ask. You know, what is it that Mukesh Kumar brings to the side, and I haven't seen that question being asked. So,
Yep.
Another thing, like, see, if garam rakhna hai jagah, yeah, like whatever the reason, I mean, we exactly saw what he did in West Indies was pretty ordinary. या जो भी मौका मिला है, they could have added somebody. मतलब बहुत सारे टैलेंट हमारे पास बॉलर्स यार डोमेस्टिक में परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, या विजय हजारे ट्रॉफी में किया हो गया लोगों ने, तो उनको रिवॉर्ड करो. डोमेस्टिक दिस गाय मस्ट हैव डन इट. बट आप क्या देखते हो, आप वो सिलेक्टर्स बॉलर्स में क्या देखते हैं, आप प्लेयर में क्या देखते हैं? बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स यार. सरफराज खान स्कोर्ड 100 दी अदर डे यस्टरडे आई गेस इन द इंट्रा स्क्वाड मैच. तो अब वो इतने 3 साल से वो कर रहा है, उसको जगह नहीं मिल रही है. या कोई और फास्ट बॉलर है DK 42 धवल कुलकर्णी वाज देयर, अभी तो नहीं है बट टाइम देके जगह मिलती है उनको. बट आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज सो स्पेशल अबाउट मुकेश कुमार यार. और भी बॉलर्स हैं, उनको ट्राई करते रहो यार. आप इंप्रेसिव नहीं है.
Okay, so moving on from the ODIs, now the action shifts to Test cricket. Jamie, you know, एक थोड़ा सा झटका लगा है ऋतुराज गायकवाड़.
मैं एक बात बोलना चाहूंगा बस. Sorry, I was just checking the test squad. Prasidh Krishna is in that test squad. Prasidh Krishna warmed the bench for the entire World Cup after Hardik Pandya got injured. So यानी वो plans में हैं, वो fit है, वो टेस्ट सीरीज भी खेल रहे हैं. ठीक है, he's going to play the intraday game. आप उनको 2 ODI खिलवा लेते.
To give the match practice.
Yeah, maybe he would have gotten some sort of a match practice, some sort of. So,
Jamie, but what do you think? What can be the first learn for the first game? ठीक है, गायकवाड़ अभी बाहर हैं और probably वो पहले मैच में खेलते भी नहीं. Just
comment was really funny, but okay.
Yeah. Jamie, what do you have to say about the first 11 that can play?
I would say Rohit Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Hardik Pandya, Ravichandran Ashwin, Shardul Thakur, Jasprit Bumrah, Prasidh Krishna, Mohammad Siraj. That would be my starting 11 for Super
Hardik
Sports.
Pandya.
No.
You said
What did I say? I said Shardul Thakur. Sorry. Shardul Thakur and then 3 fast bowlers. Only because they don't play 2 spinners in South Africa, and the last time Jadeja was not around, they went for Ashwin. So yeah, that would be my 11 for the first test. Not second test, first test.
First test. But Chetan भाई, यहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा सा आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा. You know, we don't have a left armer. We have a Prasidh Krishna, we have a Bumrah, we have a Siraj, right? तो क्या हम exactly यहाँ पे comment था कि क्या हम अर्शदीप को प्रैक्टिस के लिए रोक सकते थे? To prepare for someone like a Marco Jansen, just for his left arm bit?
No, I mean they have a left arm throwdown specialist, and you can always have left arm, left arm net bowlers. So you can't replicate somebody to prepare for somebody. Yeah, I don't think it works like that. It doesn't work like that. You have a left arm throwdown specialist, and you have net fast bowlers. Arshdeep is not going to be able to replicate what Marco Jansen does. Marco Jansen is a very different bowler in those conditions. Marco Jansen cannot replicate whatever little it is that Arshdeep does.
Yes, yeah.
It can't be replicated. तो आप एक angle create करने के बजाय एक के अलावा आप और कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. So yeah, it doesn't.
Angle ही तो इतने सालों से परेशान कर रहा है इंडियन राइट हैंडर्स को.
हाँ, लेकिन वो एंगल आपका नेट प्रैक्टिस में थोड़े ठीक हो जाएगा. वो प्रॉब्लम आपकी नेट प्रैक्टिस में थोड़े ठीक हो जाएगी. अगर आपके टॉप 4 बैट्समैन को या टॉप 5 बैट्समैन को लेफ्ट आर्म से प्रॉब्लम है, तो you really think you एक अर्शदीप सिंह के नेट में bowling करने से ठीक हो जाएगा? Doesn't work like that.
Yeah. But what is your 11 for the first test? Just for the first test.
Squad दिखा दीजिए एक बार.
If I can just tell you the squad: Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat.
Show me. Show me.
Can I have the squad, please?
So yeah, I mean, obviously Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal to open. Shubman Gill at number 3, Virat Kohli at number 4. Today he's come back to India.
Yeah, he's come back.
He's not playing the intra-team game.
No, he left 3 days ago, I think. That was late news.
Team or 24.
Yeah, he is not going to be playing the game now because
No.
the game is on now. The game
He's
is
back on
now.
Sunday. Yeah.
The game is on already.
He left 3 days ago. He's back on Sunday. So he's in India right now.
Yeah, he'll be joining the team.
What I mean is he's not going to be playing the intra-team game, so he's going to be back for the first test. That is under the cloud. So yeah, so Virat, assuming he's going to be back, so Virat Kohli, क्या वो हटा क्यों दिया squad? Virat Kohli, then Shreyas Iyer, obviously. Wicket keeper में I would pick KL Rahul. So that's your top 6. And then it just depends कि आपका bowling combination क्या होने वाला है. I think you have to go in with Siraj, Bumrah and Krishna. I would not pick Mukesh Kumar. So that's 3. And then it just depends because Centurion is, Centurion it just depends कि किस type की pitch होगी. मैंने वहाँ पे जितना भी cricket cover किया है, it's always been hard and it's always replicated as the match has gone on. It has always replicated a subcontinental wicket. It just depends on what kind of conditions are there. If it's cloudy and if it's moving around, is it going to do that for 5 days? I'm not sure. So I would be tempted to play both Ashwin and Jadeja. लेकिन अगर आप सिर्फ एक spinner खिलाना चाहेंगे, it is going to be Ashwin. I am done with that experiment where you play Jadeja as your lone spinner in Test cricket overseas. बार-बार हम इस टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन नहीं कर सकते हैं. Jadeja cannot be the lone spinner because he's taken wickets in India, because he's taken a few wickets overseas. Ashwin has not played India's last 6 overseas test matches.
So what would you prefer, like going in with both the spinners? Like final ball.
I mean, see, you're already picking 3 pacers, right? If you आपने 6 batsmen pick कर लिए, जिसमें आपका KL Rahul शामिल है. ठीक है. Unless you're picking an extra batsman, I don't know. एक्स्ट्रा बैट्समैन है भी क्या पिक करने के लिए?
शार्दुल ठाकुर है, लेकिन शार्दुल ठाकुर को क्यों, जब आप अश्विन और जडेजा को ले रहे हैं तो फिर
आपके पास एक्स्ट्रा बैट्समैन पिक करने के लिए है भी नहीं ना. श्रीकर भरत रह जाते हैं सिर्फ. आपका टॉप 5 तो खेल ही रहा है. आपके पास एक्स्ट्रा बैट्समैन नहीं है पिक करने के लिए. सो इट्स ईदर सो इट कम्स डाउन टू वेदर यू वांट टू पिक दैट पेस ऑलराउंडर और you want to pick the spin all-rounder. So if I'm already picking 3 pacers in Siraj, Bumrah and Prasidh Krishna, then I don't need a Shardul Thakur. Then I will take a Jadeja and an Ashwin. For me, the toss-up is between Jadeja and Shardul. Us toss-up mein, because I'm already playing 3 pacers, if I was playing 2 pacers, then I would pick Shardul.
True.
Right. So if I'm already picking 3 pacers, then Jadeja will obviously play. For me, Ashwin goes into any Indian team ahead of Jadeja. Test team, any test team. चाहे आप घर पे खेल रहे हो, चाहे आप overseas पे खेल रहे हो. We disrespect Ashwin so much. और we paid a price for that as well.
Yeah. Taus bhai, आपका क्या कहना है? Will you go in with both the spinners or you will pick one of them and Shardul? क्योंकि बैटिंग तो more or less
शार्दुल मुझे लगता है ज्यादा he is more effective in लिमिटेड ओवर फॉर्मेट है, जहां पर आपको स्पेशली T20 जहां पर आपको सडनली एक एक ब्रेक थ्रू दिलाना है या सडनली आपको एक बड़ा रन चाहिए कम बॉल में, तो दैट इज वेयर शार्दुल इज मोर इफेक्टिव. देन टेस्ट क्रिकेट आई वुड से आई वुड पुट माय मनी ऑन मे बी आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स आई विल हैव अश्विन एंड Jadeja is another guy for batting, purely batting purposes, followed by like he's going to give that advantage spin bowling का, तो एक variety आ जाएगी that will keep the batsman confusing. While bowlers तो हमारे पास अच्छे हैं यार, मोहम्मद सिराज, जसप्रीत बुमराह and प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा and especially प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, he's a tall guy. So Shami is not there. Shami did the magic in 2021. 5 विकेट निकाले थे, उसके बाद 3-8 विकेट निकाले थे. So I think this is perfect यार. जहां पर I wouldn't prefer a Shardul Thakur. अगर ODIs या T20 होता तो would have been great to have Shardul. He brings that uncertainty. ये भी अश्योरिटी भी नहीं रहती कि यार वो विकेट निकालेगा, बट वो निकाल भी लेगा कैसे भी, या वो बैटिंग से इधर उधर बैट घुमाएगा तो T20 क्रिकेट में रन एक्स्ट्रा आ जाएगा. वो अश्योरिटी आपको अश्विन से नहीं आएगी. जडेजा से शायद आ जाए, ऑब्वियसली जडेजा इज अ मच बेटर बैट्समैन, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू टेस्ट क्रिकेट यू नीड दैट अश्योरिटी जो आपको जडेजा अश्विन दोनों देंगे. बैट के साथ जडेजा देंगे ज्यादा, अश्विन बॉल के साथ ज्यादा देंगे. एंड इट्स हाई टाइम, लाइक वी हैव बीन इग्नोरिंग अश्विन, व्हिच चेतन सेड, we have paid the price in WTC. So this is best choice, best team to go in with. In Centurion, obviously fast bowlers will dominate because it's a fast bowling, it's a track for fast bowlers. I'm keen to see what Rohit Sharma does exactly, because last South Africa series Centurion में नहीं खेले थे वो. वो कैसा करेंगे यहाँ पर, एंजॉय करेंगे बैटिंग करना टेस्ट मैच में, कितना लंबा खेलेंगे. I'm keen on that. While KL Rahul had a century in the last game over here.
Yeah.
So, and also that Yashasvi Jaiswal, how he does against South African Marco Jansen and other guys.
Yeah.
I mean, alien conditions में यहाँ पर मजा आएगा थोड़ा. West Indies में उन्होंने दिखाया what he did. Here it will be interesting to see him what he does.
Yeah, I was coming to that only. Jamie, what do you think? How important is this series for Yashasvi Jaiswal, considering very young? फर्स्ट ओवर अच्छा परफॉर्म करके आ रहे हैं टेस्ट क्रिकेट के अंदर, तो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर हिज कॉन्फिडेंस, और एंड व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट आउट ऑफ इट?
We discussed this when he got that 100 on his debut in the West Indies कि ये बहुत बेहतरीन है, पर ये बहुत ही खराब वेस्ट इंडीज टूर है, वेस्ट इंडीज टीम है, and his actual challenge will start in December. So now fast forward 5.5 months, we finally reached it. I'm glad he's there. उनके पास ठीक ठाक white ball form है. So look, he's someone, हम सब मानते हैं कि बहुत साल, 10 साल तक कहीं नहीं, 12 साल he should be playing for India, and but he needs to forget what happened against that very average West Indies team on those tracks. His international career, I believe, starts now. अपने जो किया T20s में, whatever, it's fine. This is his biggest test. Just 2 test matches, but you look at that fast bowling attack. Kutsia, Jansen, Nagidi, Rabada, Vian Mulder, and there's one more seamer I'm forgetting. Burger. That's 6 quality pacers of different skills. We know the top 3 which we picked are going to be their best 3. Be it Cape Town, दूसरा match Cape Town is the second match. This is Superstars Park. It's going to be tough, but I believe he comes fully equipped. उसके game में कोई obvious weakness मुझे नजर नहीं आती है. So and look, he's going to be opening with Rohit Sharma. He's got Shubman Gill at number 3. Shubman Gill is probably going to bat there for some time, because this team is I think this is just the second test series in the post Cheteshwar Pujara era, and the first in the post Ajinkya Rahane era, because Rahane did go to the West Indies, where for obvious reasons we discussed then he has a poor spin game. So it's not just about Jaiswal, it's Iyer coming back after a long time, KL Rahul coming back after a long time, and now with Pujara and Rahane, to my mind, firmly in the back seat. These players really have to do well, and I know he's not playing anytime soon, but purely जो impact ऋषभ पंत कर रहा है टेस्ट क्रिकेट में पिछले 5 साल में, he's going to come back, long time, but can KL Rahul score runs? Can he keep wickets enough? Because Pant is not going to play in these 5 test matches against England. Technically, you need someone like a Shrikar Bharat in India, but again, his keeping, like Chetan has reminded us, his keeping has dipped and his batting is virtually non-existent. So, as ill-equipped to my mind as KL Rahul will be to keep across 5 test matches against Ashwin, Jadeja, and maybe Akshar Patel, he's going to have to show that he can do the job. He's never kept in a test match. So, Jaiswal, obvious question.
Yeah.
But yeah, Riddhiman Saha, the best keeper of this era, has said, I had a tough time keeping to Jadeja. That's Saha. Can you imagine KL Rahul keeping in 5 test matches? He's going to drop at least a dozen catches. So,
I don't think he will be keeping in the England Test series. I doubt it. I somehow
But
doubt it. I think they might because sorry, what?
I'm saying Ishan Kishan can come in for that series. He's not available for this series. Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm saying is
That's what I'm saying. It's
depending on the pitches. I think they might go in for Shrikar Bharat for that series, because you need somebody who's had who has better glove work.
Absolutely.
So, while Shrikar Bharat's glove work dipped, he was pretty good in the first 3 tests last year, where he had to collect the ball low. He had the problem. Shikhar Bharat ko problem kab aa rahi thi? Jab the ball was bouncing properly, to be very honest. In the last test match in Ahmedabad, or the Oval Test match, if you want to count that as well. So he had a problem. He was having a problem when the ball was bouncing up to his abdomen height or chest height, when it was bouncing properly. So I still think he kept very well against spin. So they might bring him back for depending on how the pitches are against England. But to my mind, the big issue here is we don't have a backup batsman. We don't have a backup batsman. Tomorrow, if Virat Kohli doesn't come back on time, who plays?
Abhimanyu Easwaran is going, but again, he's not the solution.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a huge gap.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Abhimanyu Easwaran, he'll bat at 4. Who'll bat at 4? So it's forget that. Chalo, 1 minute ke liye. Let's assume Virat Kohli goes back on time. Even then, if you want to play 7 batsmen, you don't have an extra batsman.
Probably they'll
pick up someone. You have to play proper full-time 7 batsmen. Obviously, you can't play 7 full-time batsmen because a keeper batsman rahega. So you have to play KL Rahul in the middle, and then you have to play KS Bharat, and then one of them keeps wickets.
Yep.
Or one of them plays as a full-time batsman. So I don't understand why we don't have an extra batsman over there. Aapne Pujara, Rahane dono ko drop kar diya, but have you found a replacement for both of them? And you need a backup as well. क्योंकि जब आप पुजारा रहाने को लेके जा रहे थे, you still had a backup in the squad. You always carry a full-time backup batter in the squad. Where is the full-time backup batter in the squad? वो मुझे नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, and I think I'm not sure. I think it's a shoddy selection again. Once again,
I think yeah. I mean, whatever the test matches are going on, India or maybe intra squad, if Virat Kohli doesn't perform, doesn't make it on time, immediately they can summon somebody, ask them to SOS भेज के you can ask them to join the squad. Yeah, but then when they leave, then it's difficult. Yeah.
No, give me a name. Who?
I mean, Sarfaraz Khan scored a century. Yeah. So there is a big gap. Yeah, Abhimanyu Easwaran. Of course, Virat Kohli. Nobody can match up to Virat Kohli. But then, what else do you do? Somebody who's there, who's doing a good work.
And there's no update on the practice match ka score.
Yeah.
You can't see the scorecard anywhere.
So there's this comment as well, and I just I just got reminded of Pradosh Ranjan Paul has been a part of the India A side. I mean, just for a backup, probably. Are they looking at him? He had a decent Ranji season last year. Eventually he was made the captain. Now he's the vice captain. So probably
he did well against India A for which team?
They were playing this South Africa.
South Africa. They were playing in South Africa, no?
South Africa, no? Earlier, before this tour. Just before this tour, Tausway, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, simultaneously ODI chal raha tha. South Africa, they were playing. India was playing South Africa, and right now
he said he did well against India A, or was it for India A?
He went for India.
Because I'm thinking if he's playing against India A, तो वो फिर inferior team के लिए खेल रहा है ना?
Playing against South Africa.
Somebody who's playing against India A.
He scored 163 against South Africa A.
South Africa है. Okay. So no, the thing is, ठीक है, that's a short-term solution, and I'm not asking for a solution to replace Virat Kohli. I am saying squad के अंदर we do not have a proper 6th option. समझ लो, on the day of the match somebody gets cramps, back spasm, कुछ भी हो जाए, you don't have a full-time batter in the squad.
Probably that's the only solution, that KL Rahul just comes in as a batter and KS Bharat keeps. That is what what planning is. So far, that seems.
सर प्लानिंग नहीं थी, एग्जैक्टली प्लानिंग नहीं थी कि यार बैटर एक्स्ट्रा बैटर लेके जाने की, व्हिच इज अ वरी कि भाई सडनली मॉर्निंग्स में सडनली किसी को लूज मोशन हो गया, क्या करेंगे और बैटिंग कौन करेगा जाके वहां पर. तो राहुल द्रविड़ won't go and take guard and start batting, but obviously there are some issues which needs to be sorted out.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, obviously, given the runs that he scored, maybe Sarfaraz Khan. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but ठीक है.
Yeah. ये lot में जो सबसे experienced है, that is Sarfaraz Khan.
Also, that he bats in the middle order.
Middle order, yeah. Okay.
That is
Just
yeah.
lastly, Jamie, I would like to ask to you, जैसी situation दिख रही है, Shubman is probably going to bat at 3, and he replaces someone like a Chiteshwar Pujara at that position. Totally contrasting way of playing. क्या करना होगा शुभमन को to कुछ तो चेंज करना ही पड़ेगा. You can't play that kind of that attacking kind of a cricket at that position. What do you have to say? कुछ change
Stop
करना
playing
पड़ेगा?
outside. Stop playing outside the off stump very impetuously, just like a very young Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin had a weakness when he first came, but he was a genius. He solved that problem in the first 2 years of his career. Now Shubman Gill, look, we've discussed many shows. Back foot game is suited to Australia. Back foot game is suited to South Africa. Now he's not played in South Africa, but looking at his game, I think he's going to have a good series. But we saw in the West Indies, again, totally different. We've done dedicated shows talking about why Gill's technique is not suited to those conditions. I think it's suited, but he's going to have to play. He's going to have to shun. Pujara was Pujara because for like over a decade, he controlled those shots outside the off stump, and Shubman Gill's got every shot in the book. But to my mind, he just needs to first hour do not go outside the off stump. Get yourself set. You're going to have 100 in at least 1 of 4 innings in South Africa.
Yeah, Taus bhai, your thoughts about this?
Shubman Gill?
Yeah, Shubman playing at 3 and not if
where he plays. I mean, you can't replace Yashasvi Jaiswal with Shubman in the top order. You can also, but then it's Captain Rohit Sharma won't move from there. Na कि मतलब मुझे number 3 batting करना है. So obviously Shubman has no option but to bat at number 3, and he enjoys batting against new ball. और I mean, आप दोनों एंड से आपको दिखेंगे शुरुआत से लेकर एंड तक फास्ट बॉलर्स ही डालते हुए, यानी वो आपको पता है एग्जैक्टली वो किस तरह का गेम खेलता है. स्पिनर्स के अगेंस्ट he might have issues playing on the front foot or back foot or maybe again in India, but then when it comes to overseas or maybe South Africa or Australia, definitely that is the place where he enjoys. Especially, I mean, I will also miss this guy Ajinkya Rahane. He loved playing in South Africa. He dominated. मजा आता था उसको बैटिंग देखने को वहां पर साउथ अफ्रीका में. But then all good things comes to an end. So अभी भी never know. So Shubman Gill, I think this is the best choice. अगर यशस्वी का number 3 करना है but then left और right combination अच्छा होता है when it comes to opening slot. So I think that is perfect.
Yeah. चलिए, we just hope that this management makes a balanced 11 क्योंकि टेस्ट सीरीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, पहली बार जीतना चाहते हैं. एंड ऑन पेपर दिस इज अ गुड टीम who can win the game, who can win the series. Well, thank you gentlemen for your time and for your insights. It was lovely chatting with you as always, and we'll meet again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.